Hello and welcome to our new entrepreneurship session. Today we are going to talk about the pioneer of cloud storage, Dropbox. So we are the DEET team. DEET stands for Digital Home Education and Entrepreneurship and Technology. तो आज की तारीख में हम काफ़ी familiar हैं personal cloud storage services से जैसे Google Cloud, iCloud, AWS and of course Dropbox. And ये काफ़ी बड़े players हैं and personal cloud storage is a very common thing today. But this was not the case a decade ago. अगर आपको अपनी एक पर्सनल डिवाइस से दूसरे पर्सनल डिवाइस पे चीज़ें अगर ट्रांसफ़र या यूज़ करनी होती थी तो आप या तो अपने आप को मेल करते थे वो अटैचमेंट्स या आप USB फ्लैश ड्राइव कैरी करते थे. सो इट वाज क्वाइट अ कम्बरसम प्रोसेस. बट Dropbox changed everything. So let's find out the journey and the story of Dropbox. तो बिफोर वी बिगिन हम थोड़ा बैकग्राउंड देखते हैं Dropbox के फाउंडर्स का. So this is Drew Houston and this is Arash. Drew started programming at the age of 5, so he was basically a computer genius. And जब वो 14 years के थे तो वो ऑनलाइन गेम्स टेस्ट करते थे and he found a bug in one of the games and that's really impressive. Drew went on to study at MIT where he co-founded a SAT prep service. And finally जब वो graduate हुए तो he joined a company called Bit9 as a security engineer and साइड में वो अपने SAT prep startup पे भी काम करते थे. But what Drew saw was that उनके काफ़ी friends went on to Silicon Valley to pursue their entrepreneurial dreams. So this kind of motivated him to also do something really, really big. And that was kind of a driving factor that he always had. And Arish was also a student at MIT who Drew recruited to co-found his company. So you met these two computer wizards. Now let's go on and understand ये idea आया कहाँ से. In 2006, he had to take a bus from Boston to New York and उन्होंने decide किया था कि he'll work on one of his programming projects during that bus ride. But to his frustration, he forgot his USB flash drive and he couldn't work on his project. And his frustration के चलते, he had this idea कि why not make a service that could sync his files from one personal computer to another over internet. And that was a simple idea born on the most unexpected of places that led the foundation of Dropbox. Not the first time this idea came into existence. इसके पहले already काफ़ी companies थी that were trying to work on backup services and storage services. And in 2006, there were 80 of such companies. So naturally, when they went knocking on the door of VCs, उन्होंने पूछा कि how are you different? आप अलग क्या कर रहे हो? Why should we give you our money? And there were 4 reasons why deserve the money. So number 1 was Dropbox had a completely new approach on how to do this file syncing. Existing companies used to do it over internet. So वो अपना पूरा computer का backup internet पे upload करेगी, store it in their own server, and then when you wanted it back, you retrieved it. Now this sometimes became really cumbersome अगर आप उनके portal पे जाके अपनी चीज़ें access करना चाहते हैं. So उसमें कभी कभार ऐसा होता था कि काफ़ी टाइम लग रहा है लोड होने के लिए because obviously अगर बहुत बड़ी files हैं, bringing that from the server website took time. So Dropbox ने क्या किया? They went local instead of global. They decided कि why not store things locally. So instead of talking to the internet, they thought of talking between files and the hard drive directly. So क्योंकि ये layer of abstraction कम हो गया, so things became really, really fast. And what they did was, they did not upload the entire file as it is. अगर आप अपने file system में कुछ change करते हैं, तो Dropbox will only upload that change instead of the entire file. ये जो upload process है, this used to happen at every intervals and so, and only for the changes that were made. So this made the process really fast, efficient, and very easy to use. And this also enabled easy file handling because अब आप बड़ी files पूरी की पूरी upload नहीं कर रहे हैं, you're just uploading the small changes. Again, if there are a lot of files, you can also easily manage it because आप अपने hard drive से communicate कर रहे हैं, which is much faster than communicating to a server over the internet. The major questions they asked the VCs was, We agree that there are 80 competitors out there, but how many of them do you personally use? And this was quite a striking question. If there are already existing competitors, but they're not very easily accessible or easy to use, then why not create a service that is? And Dropbox did exactly that. So now that we know why Dropbox was different, let's understand how they developed the product and how they got early stage financing. So Dropbox created a very good working prototype very quickly, and the technical term for this is minimal viable product. This means कि आप product बनाते हैं, you send it out to your customers, get feedback, and then reiterate. So instead of spending a lot of time on building the perfect product, you build a minimal viable product, get feedback, reiterate, and make it better. And this process worked for them. They made a 3-minute video and uploaded it on Hacker News, which is one of the most popular developer websites. इस पे डालने का फ़ायदा ये हुआ कि they got a lot of attention from developer community, and they also got some beta users that provided them very useful feedback on their product. Second thing, this also got the attention of Y Combinator founder Paul Graham. So they uploaded to Hacker News, got the attention of Y Combinator founder. They did well in the Y Combinator series and got initial funding of $15,000. The next smart thing they did was to launch their product public at TechCrunch 50, which is an annual competition showcasing high potential startups. तो इससे ये फ़ायदा हुआ कि उनके प्रोडक्ट के बारे में काफ़ी हाइप एंड मीडिया अटेंशन मिला, जिसकी वजह से दे गॉट वेरी गुड initial funding from Sequoia Capital and Axel Partners for $6 million. So they had the money, they had a good product. How did they market their product? So इसके दो फंडे थे. First funda was to use personal use as a Trojan horse. So Dropbox had made the product with the intention of personal use and business use. But इसका business use का issue ये था कि in order for businesses to adopt Dropbox in their companies, they had to be reliable. But this is like catch-22. Unless you adopt the product, you don't know if it's reliable or not. So what they did was make people hooked to Dropbox. So when people started using Dropbox for their personal use within the companies, the IT team took note and then finally made the decision to adopt that as a software for the entire company. And that they used was a freemium model. So give a small amount of storage for free and then get people hooked to your product, and if it's good, they would want to use more of it and charge money for more features. And this seemed to work really well for them for acquiring their early customers. But growing a business and getting early customers are very two different things. They took the expected approaches, like they tried to acquire new customers using paid advertising. But इसमें issue ये था कि the amount they were spending per customer and the amount they were earning was very disparate. So this technique, this marketing strategy was obviously not going to work in long term. They also tried to do some sneaky stuff, like in order to convert freemium users to premium users, they had this very small icon that was not very visible so that people converted to premium automatically. But this didn't feel very ethical for them. Another thing that they tried was to do distribution deals. So Dropbox went to a lot of security companies and उन्होंने deals की बात की कि why not bundle Dropbox along with their security software. And it took a lot of time to come to a decision. So finally, Dropbox had to do something else to grow their business. So what worked for them? Let's find out. So one thing that worked for them was the AARRR framework. This framework was developed by investor Dave McClure. So this funda was very actively employed by Facebook, which was one of the contemporaries of Dropbox. So this timeline अगर आप देख रहे हैं, this is around 2008, 2011 जब Facebook भी grow कर रहा था. And Dropbox thought of following the similar model. Why not focus more on user acquisition, try to get more and more users by analyzing metrics. So what Dropbox did was they employed their 8th employee Remember, 8th employee. अभी तक Dropbox में 7 employees थे and all of them were engineers. So they employed their 8th employee who was an analytics engineer, and this paid off for them. And Dropbox could make a more scientific and technical approach to acquiring new customers. Another thing that worked for them was the referral program. So Dropbox gave 250 MB of free storage to a person giving and receiving a referral. So this was kind of a double incentive. कोई दे रहा है, कोई ले रहा है, and दोनों को फायदा हो रहा है. And to give you some stats of how effective this was, 2010 में Dropbox के 4 million users थे, and in 4 million users में 2.8 million direct referral invites provide किए हैं. A/B testing proved very useful in making their UI very easy to use. And इस A/B testing से उन्हें काफ़ी कुछ अच्छी insights मिली, like decreasing the free storage, that deleted files जो थी वो permanently Dropbox में store हो रही थी. That 30 days of free undo. उसके बाद अगर आपको कुछ भी चीज़ undo करनी है तो you have to pay $39 per year. And the most important thing was ease of use. में आप दूसरों को रेफर करने लगे and उससे they had an influx of more customers. And they also tracked the customer forums बहुत closely. A lot of customers wanted that feature. They did introduce it. So like any company, Dropbox had its challenges and certain decisions that it had to make in moving forward. Does it divide its customer segment into people with personal use and business use? And as you know now, Dropbox does have these two different versions, enterprise versions and personal version. Another thing that the founders felt was a huge barrier in Dropbox code was client installation. So abhi tak Dropbox was a service that needed to be installed on your computer and then it would start syncing your services. Unlike Google Cloud जिसमें आपका online account है, कोई भी चीज़ अगर install करना है, so it's obviously an added step. Dropbox was more oriented towards personal computers, but then it was also thinking whether it should come into the mobile space. And इसके लिए it was thinking of doing a partnership with Google. सबसे बड़ा problem ये था कि what if Google decides to come into the space that Dropbox is working, that is personal cloud storage. Until then, Google had shelved its personal cloud storage project in 2005, but Dropbox feared that if Google does come in this space, it would be a very big competitor. And now we know it did happen. So let's come back to the present and give you some stats. As you all know, Dropbox still very much exists. Revenue is 1.91 billion. And this revenue comes from 15.48 million paid users. And there are surprisingly just 2760 employees in Dropbox. So it's phenomenal that Dropbox is still doing so good in the face of fierce competition, being one of the pioneers of personal cloud storage. And this is all about the entrepreneurial journey of Dropbox today. Thank you for listening to us. I hope you liked this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.